I need to speak to Dr. Henshaw. It's an emergency. Isabelle Wardrops stood on the front step of the Bennington Place maternity home, too filled with anxiety to even care about the frigid air that turned her harsh breaths into white puffs in front of her. Pure adrenaline had driven her here, filling her with such purpose that she'd ignored the onslaught of snow that continued to swirl down at an alarming rate. If the storm didn't let up by morning, the city would be socked in. But the weather was the least of her worries at the moment. I'm afraid the doctor's delivering a baby and can't be disturbed. A timid, pregnant woman glanced over her shoulder to the hallway beyond, as though hoping someone would materialize and come to her aid. But the house remained shrouded in an almost unnatural silence. Isabelle shoved her way into the foyer. If she hadn't been so desperate, she would never have acted with such uncharacteristic rudeness. I'm sorry, but my mother's life is at stake. Surely the midwife can manage the birth without him. Isabelle didn't know everything about Dr. Henshaw, but she did know he worked alongside a midwife at Bennington Place, a home for unwed mothers. Surely the woman was capable of handling a birth alone. Tonight would have to be one of those times. The young woman twisted her hands together over her extended belly. Let me get Mrs. Reed or Mrs. Bennington. They'll know more about the situation than I do. Isabelle forced a slow breath through her nose. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. As soon as the girl disappeared from sight, Isabelle shot up the staircase to the second floor. She had no intention of waiting for the maternity home's matrons, who would undoubtedly try to placate her and send her away. She would find the doctor herself and make certain he understood the direness of the situation. As her mother's physician, Dr. Henshaw was well aware of Monique Wardrop's precarious health. It was his duty to come immediately and treat her. Don't worry, Mama. I won't fail you, I promise. Isabelle's footsteps echoed through the upper hallway as she forged on, attempting to determine which room he might be in. When she came to a standstill in the hushed area, she heard a low moaning. She followed the sound to a room at the far end of the corridor, where a door stood ajar. That's it, Miss O'Reilly. You're doing fine. Dr. Henshaw's voice drifted out to Isabelle. The tension in her chest eased slightly. It sounded like a routine delivery.